Hi guys, this is Jessica Blodgett and Kelly Daniels. We are counseling interns at Payne County Youth Services. Today we are going to be doing a tutorial on how to create a sensory bottle and some grounding techniques and talking about anxiety and all of that and the warning signs with it. Before we start the video, I have an announcement to read. While we at PCS are happy to provide you with these services via social media outlets, these groups, classes, and information are not to take place of counseling/therapy. If you have a medical or mental emergency, please call 911. If you are seeking counseling/therapy, feel free to call our office for a referral at 405-377-3380.
Okay, so to intro what we're doing today, we're going to go through a really fun sensory activity, and we use this for grounding. So what we mean by that is when we're experiencing a lot of anxiety symptoms, we want something that's going to help us focus on the present and pull back into reality in that current moment. So one thing that we want to talk about is, okay, well, how do I know that this activity would be helpful for me? How do I know that I'm feeling anxiety? So what I'm going to do is just share this fun little graphic. If I can find it on my thing. Nope. Hold, please. Okay. Randomly closed out on me. Nope. Okay, now this isn't working at all, Jess. Can you still see me?
I still see you, yeah.
Okay, my thing completely shut down.
You want to send me the infographic and then I can try and share it?
Oh, no, I got it. Okay. All right, so more technical difficulties, but we're going to show you this little infographic of anxiety symptoms. So this guy, can you see that now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we're talking about here is, when are grounding techniques helpful for me? When do I know that I'm having worry or anxiety? And there's a lot of things, but some that I want to pull out are like that restlessness. So just feeling like you can't sit still. Maybe you're actually like twitching or shaking. You're breathing really hard. Your stomach is upset. We get headaches. We just feel like muscle tense. Some people really get the like heaviness on the chest. It just feels like something's just sitting on you. You're sweating a lot. So some of these things, just knowing what your anxiety looks like for you and when you may need to go to some of these grounding techniques that we're going to talk about in the coming weeks, but today we're specifically going to talk about the sensory bottle. So when we talk about grounding, what we mean is that we're doing an activity that focuses our attention on the present and gets us to kind of pull back into what we're experiencing right now, and either cut off that kind of like train thought that's getting away from us down this anxiety hill, or to just try to mitigate some of those physical reactions that we have by focusing on what we're going through right now in this current moment. So one of the ways that we do that is with the sensory bottle, which just pulls your focus to something directly in front of you rather than whatever it is that may be causing you to have some anxiety. So Jess is going to go through that bottle now.
All right, so the things that you'll need, and we'll post like a list of stuff that you need to make the bottle. I use a lot of stuff that I found at home, so you shouldn't have to go out and buy a lot. First things first, just a simple bottle with a lid on it, something that can screw very tightly. You don't want the water to escape. You can go ahead and decorate your bottle either beforehand or after. I already put little llama stickers on my bottle, so that's what I have. So after you get your bottle, you're gonna take your water. I already mixed in my food coloring and I sprinkled in some glitter there, but you can fill it with little beads, little sequins. You could do rocks, little aquarium pebbles, flowers, petals, all that fun stuff, buttons, really anything that you want to use. So you're gonna fill it. Since I already mixed my stuff ahead of time, it's going to go all the way at the top because I know it'll work. But when you're starting out, you're going to want to fill it up 3/4 of the way and kind of just guesstimate whether you'll need more water or more soap, because the soap and or glue, whatever you prefer to use, kind of slows down the water movement. So that way the glitter that you put in or the beads or whatever doesn't automatically just whoosh one time and sink to the bottom. So you'll put your little beads in as well. Once you get all the stuff that you want in there, you screw the lid on very tight. And if you don't see yourself making any changes to your bottle, you'll take some hot glue, just go around the edge of the bottle before you kind of put the lid on. Seal it really tight, and that should create a nice waterproof seal. And then as you can see from my bottle, I'll just shake it up real good. And then you can see all the little beads, sequins, and the glitter floating around. But that's really basically what you need for your bottle. It's very simple. I have mason jars at home. You can use regular water bottles. I bought this water bottle at Walmart for $1, so it's not too bad. And like Kelly said, with the sensory bottle, you can use it for a therapeutic approach, but also just simple as a toy. And or if you're a parent, you have to put your kid in timeout, and they're like, well, how long do I have to sit? You can just be like, till the glitter settles. That's how long you have to sit in timeout. So it gives them something to look at and, again, ground themselves during that timeout period.
So just to kind of go back to ways that you can use this. So Jess was talking about, okay, well, we can use it as a toy in itself. We can use it to pass the time. We can use it as that kind of like grounding thing that just lets you focus on something directly in front of you. So other grounding things that we do are like physical activities. We can go for walks. We can, we can play a game or whatever. Sensory activities like the one that we're doing today, and we'll hopefully be doing more of those in the coming weeks. And then I know some of our colleagues at PCYS are also going to do some mindfulness activities. That's also a really good way of employing some grounding to help you cope with anxiety. So I know we had some technical difficulties, but we'll be posting this video to YouTube and Facebook later so that you guys can still have access to it. Feel free to comment. We'll check the comments if you guys have questions or any other things that you want us to know. And hopefully we'll be back next week with another fun activity for you guys.
Yeah, and you don't have to use my recipe that I use. Go on Pinterest, go on Google. There's tons of different ideas. Like you can use water beads. You can use, you can make a galaxy theme. You don't have to do a standard color or whatever. And we'll be back, like Kelly said, next week to do more for arts and crafts stuff. So thank you for tuning in.